High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Pucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Hello everyone, and you're looking at Victory Field here in Old Town on the campus of Old Town High School, the site of tonight's matchup for Class B girls soccer. The Presque Wildcats making the trip down from the county. They're on the harvest break up at Presque High School, and the Old Town Coyotes ready to meet them on the home pitch here tonight. We welcome you in to the Darlings pregame show here on Ticket TV. I'm Mark Paulette, joined on the call tonight by Tyler Cruz, and we're coming at you live from the Quirk Auto Group broadcasting booth. Let's take a look at the early season. Well, I say early season, and I catch myself immediately, Tyler, because we are squarely in the mid-year at this point as we take a look at the standings. Presque Isle in 4th place right now, a record of 5-2-0 on the season. Old Town 4-2-0, not too far behind them. You see the logjam at the top of Class B. Madomic Valley, Skowhegan, and Herman all undefeated. Skowhegan and Herman both 7-0-0. You got a strong Gardner team hanging out there at 6-1-0, as well as Erskine Academy at 5-2-0. But Tyler, a couple of teams in the Wildcats and the Coyotes who come into this game on a bit of a heater for Presque Isle. They lost the season opener 3-0 at MDI. The only blemish on the schedule since then, a loss to Herman, which has been everybody that takes on the Hawks this year. And for the Coyotes, since that 4-2 loss up at Presque Isle, they have found the scoring touch, rattling off 3 straight wins over Ellsworth, at Orno, and at Caribou, with goal tallies of 6, 6, and 8, respectively, in those 3 matches.
Yeah, and since that win against Old Town 2 for Presque Isle, they haven't allowed a goal to anybody not named Herman.
Yeah, they have been.
So both teams right here playing probably their best soccer so far yet this season. Old Town really hit their stride after that Ellsworth game we watched. Presque Isle, this is going to be, I'm guessing, your first time, my first time seeing them this year. But it looks like they're playing great soccer. Should be a low-scoring matchup tonight. Should be a really good one, too.
Yeah, Presque coming in off a pair of clean sheets, 7-0 over Caribou, 3-0 at Foxcroft Academy. Their last 2 times out. We should be in store for a good one tonight on Ticket TV.
No other sports game I'd rather have my eyes on tonight.
Nothing else happening out there in the world of sports tonight, is there? We might have a laptop with an eye on things at Yankee Stadium that will be stringing you along some updates here over the course of this broadcast on Ticket TV, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. And extra value meals are back at your local family-owned McDonald's. They're making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the quarter pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. We'll take our first time out in the Darlings pregame show, and when we come back, a deeper dive into these rosters and the recent results for the Wildcats and the Coyotes, making our way towards Class B soccer on Ticket TV.
Darlings Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darlings Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darlings Kia.
You'll do better at Darlings.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here in Old Town, you're looking out at Victory Field where the Coyotes and the Wildcats getting ready for a Class B showdown here tonight. Presque comes to town 4th in the Class B North standings. Old Town right now hanging out in 7th place here in the mid-year. The team separated by just one victory, and it was Presque scoring a 4-2 win in the first matchup between these teams up in the county back on September the 13th. The Wildcats were led by 4 different goal scorers in that game as we take a look at Presque's roster here in this segment on our Darlings pregame show. Emily Collins, Anna Marie Blanchard, Peyton Boinsk, and Lucy Cheney, the 4 goal scorers in that first meeting for head coach Dylan Kingsbury. And as we mentioned, that really began a good run of form for the Wildcats, who, apart from a 5-1 loss against Herman on September 20th, They are in a run here of a 3-1 win over Fort Kent, 4-2 over Old Town, a shutout victory, clean sheet, 1-0 over Babs, 7-0 over Caribou, 3-0 at Foxcroft Academy, so they're rounding into form.
Yeah, they're certainly playing some good soccer right now. Ever since that, that win seems like it spurred a couple of things for both teams, but it looks like Presque after that loss to MDI, they've kind of been on a heater here.
And as you can see from the roster right there, a fair amount of juniors and seniors leading the charge for the Wildcats as we switch things over to the Coyotes now. Mentioned it in the last segment, the last 3 results for the Old Town Coyotes as you take a look at a very healthy roster. 6-1 versus Ellsworth, a game right here on Ticket TV, Tyler, that you and I were on the call for. Liv Lizotte, the hat-trick hero in that game for the Coyotes, scoring half their goals that night. They followed it up with a 6-2 win over the rival Red Riots at Orono and an 8-0 clean sheet victory their last time out on Saturday when they made the trip up to the county. Plus 17, the goal differential in the last 3 games for the Coyotes. Nothing to sneeze at there.
No, 20 goals in the last 3 games ever since that loss up in the county. Is that offense is really clicking right now. What's more impressive to me is win by 5 goals, win by 4 goals. You go up by so much, and you tend to kind of lax off on defense a little bit, but not them. They've been holding teams to 1 goal, 2 goals, 0 goals in the last 3 games, and that's how you win games. It's not the 6 goals, it's not the 8 goals, because that's not going to come late in the season.
Taking a look right there, the Old Town roster. It's the sophomore Emma Ketch in goal for the Coyotes. We mentioned Liv Lizotte, the hat-trick hero the last time. Karina Dumond, also a senior, kind of in the midfield, will make her way out to the wing and get a lot of the offensive momentum going for the Coyotes. Those looks at the roster presented by UMaine Online. 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. You can apply now, umaine.edu/online. Our coverage of Ticket TV is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And we're in the Darlings pregame show. It's Darlings in Bangor. They've got you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models are used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. One more time out here in the pregame show. We're about 4.5 minutes away from getting the starting lineups here at Victory Field. When we come back, we'll tee up something else happening down in New York tonight on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides, if it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us, because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, we are getting ready to start this match a few minutes early here tonight. And Tyler, there's nothing wrong anytime we hear those words spoken.
No, I mean, there were 4 minutes left on this pregame clock, and you look out the window, and there's 40 minutes left on the pregame clock. So let's get this thing going.
We are ready for the kick tonight at Victory Field. It's the Old Town Coyotes hosting the Presque Wildcats here on Ticket TV for a Class B girls soccer matchup presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. It'll be the Wildcats getting the ball rolling to get us underway here tonight. Just waiting on that whistle. And there it is, and it's underway. Wildcats booted up the pitch. I never quite understand the benefit of starting with the ball in the sport of soccer, Tyler, because every team utilizes that same strategy. You kick it backwards, send it down the pitch forwards, all of a sudden it's no longer your ball.
I think if you've got a good, defensive, offensive players that can, keep the ball in your zone and create a turnover, it helps out, which is, I guess, optimism on everybody's hand.
I certainly get the idea of it, but it's just like every other sport. You're trying to hang on to possession for as long as you can. Soccer is like, it's ours to begin with. Let's give it away. Start.
It's nice at the start of every game. Usually there's a lot of feeling out period where you don't really see the ball on the ground much. It's just kind of switching possessions until teams figure out how they want to play this game, how they want to attack.
That's where we're at right now in the midfield with the Wildcats trying to jump onto possession. Karina Dumont doing a nice job of shielding the ball and getting it off to a teammate. Reinzo pokes it forward and now sent back to Dumont. Occupying that midfield area. Nice pass over the top here to Liv Lizotte. She's on sides, plays in a first-time cross. The Wildcats able to throw some legs after it and send it out of the area. Dumont over the top in the direction of Colby Langley, senior captain back there in net for the Wildcats, and she meets her first test of the evening.
Yeah, and good play by Old Town to get a chance there, get the ball in close, and try to move it around, try to move the goalie's eyes around, and just came up short that possession. Great job by the Presque goalie to keep that one in.
For over 5 decades, Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Time now for some keys to the game. We mentioned the first time that these two teams played, it was a 4-2 victory for the Wildcats up in Presque Isle back on September the 13th. It was a 2-0 scoreline at the half when Presque Isle jumped out thanks to goals from Emily Collins and Anna Marie Blanchard. 4 goals evenly split there in the second half. Taylor Madden and Liv Lizotte getting on the board for the Coyotes. So we mentioned the hot stretches for these two teams coming into the game. I think it's all about defense in this one with the goals that have been scored in the recent fixtures coming in.
Yeah, hot take, whoever lets up the least amount of goals is going to win this one. But,
this is soccer,
that's how
Tyler.
soccer
this
works.
Is soccer.
You look at these teams' recent games, 7 goals versus Caribou for Presque Isle, 8 for Old Town. Like, these are teams that can get the ball in the back of the net. So whoever's best at, limiting the other offense and what they want to do, I think is going to have the advantage here.
I don't want to poke a hole in your hot take there, but this is the one sport where you can tie a game.
That is true.
I guess not the one sport, because we saw that in football. It's Sunday night football between the Packers and the Cowboys, but technically you could let up no goals here and not walk away with a victory.
Yeah, there was a lot of offense in that one. I don't know if we're moving for a tie here. I don't know if we're going to see that.
Probably not looking at a 40-40 tie at the end of 80 minutes here at Victory Field. Just getting underway. 3 minutes off the clock as we have our game's first corner. I believe that's Dumont along the far side of the field for the Coyotes, getting ready for the right-footed delivery. It comes in pretty flat, sent up into the air by the Wildcats.
That ball went straight up in the air. That could have been dangerous there, but a lot of white jerseys around to corral it.
Ruby Whitemore trying to play it back in. Presque right now just trying to sweep it out of the area. A lot of white shirts behind the ball. And that one's going to make its way all the way back. And picked up along the back line by Langley.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a miscommunication there because Madden sent that ball in, but it didn't really look like anyone charged the net to go for it.
Red Sox Yankees underway in the Bronx. Max Fried retiring the leadoff man. Rob Refsnyder made quick work of by the 19 game winner, shortchanging him. The only man in baseball to win more games than Garrett Crochet. Presque here, knocking it back up towards the midfield. Battle for possession as Ava Harvey was trying to stop the move. Nice run is continued here, though, by Boynsk.
Good individual defense there by Old Town to get it out, and good team defense now to break it down to their side.
Up in the Bronx, a wave and a miss by Trevor Story on a changeup, and quickly 2 up, 2 down on 5 pitches. So that tells you Rob Refsnyder went after the first one and came up empty.
Hits lefties well, though.
That he does. That's why he's in there. They got the righty lineup in there. Everyone's in there. Nate Eaton, Nick Sogard. Every righty in the lineup tonight for the Red Sox. Save for Connor Wong, I guess.
Good.
Very quick on the draw with that clap back. 5 minutes off as Ketch gets her hands on the balls for the first time tonight.
Yeah, no team really winning the midfield yet, I would say. Both teams playing really well. Both teams playing really even there between the 40s, between the 30s.
Presque going to throw that one back in, but first the Wildcats making a substitution across the far side of the pitch. Ticket TV brought to you in part by the Furniture Gallery. Exciting news for Mid-Coast Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, is opening its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October with a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Windham. Their team is ready to provide Topsom the same experience and exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value you can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better with the Furniture Gallery. Presque jumping onto the ball on their side of midfield, but rolling it up to the back line of the Coyotes.
Oh, there's a chance.
Here's a chance over the top for the Wildcats. Left-footed shot in. Ketch goes down to a knee to stop it and make the game's first save.
Yeah, just a Presque favorable bounce there that gave Boynsk the run at the net, but a good save by Ketch to keep that in front and fall on it.
Red Sox have their first base runner of the wild card series, Alex Bregman, poking a little C&I single through the vacated second base hole. 2 down, top of the first inning in New York with Romy Gonzalez. Cleanup hitter in game 1, stepping to the dish. Back here at Victory Field is the Wildcats, regaining possession in the midfield. That one back to Ketch.
They've had it over the 50 for the last couple of minutes, but it really doesn't feel like they've had much possession of the ball. They're just able to keep it down there, if that makes any sense.
No, it does. Like you said, it's kind of hanging out in a 10, 15-yard window right now between kind of the 30, 40 to 45-yard lines as Gonzalez grounds out to end the top of the first down in New York. Time to see what Garrett Crochet has in his first career postseason appearance.
And you'd like to see Old Town flip the field here. Presque Isle's had it, but they haven't really had a lot of chances since they've had it on this side. Old Town just not really able to clear it and flip it.
That one headed back along the way, and Ketch having to shoot over to the near post to collect it. Lucy Cheney was who threw the ball into play. She scored the 4th goal in Presque Isle's 4-2 win, the first time these teams met. Sent deep there by Presque Isle, and Ketch grabs that one.
And Ketch has been doing a lot of work punting the ball out there lately. Old Town's been doing a very good job defensively of not really giving Presque Isle anything to work with on this side of the field. Presque Isle's doing a really good job of just simply keeping it on this side of the field and not letting it get down to their goalie and Colby Langley.
Here comes the Coyotes trying to get down that way. First real look at a chance to run on that side of the field, and it ends rather quickly as you see the challenge there. It's going to result in a free kick for the Coyotes, and will it be more? I think I saw the ref whistle for a stoppage. We might be seeing a card. So he's calling a player over here for a conversation, and indeed, yellow has been shown here to Presque. So the Wildcats will have to make a substitution. Trying to see who that was along the far side of the pitch.
Looked like 21, Emily Hallett, the junior defense, and looked like there was a lot of body there, not a lot of legs. And I don't know if she was, you can't tell intent, but it was, the collision was a little high. And I think that's where the card drawn in.
Dumont standing over the free kick, which is spotted 40 yards out from goal.
And it's tough because we've seen Old Town play. We've seen how fast they are. You know, so when you're late to the ball, there's really no way to make it look like you're going for the ball because you're that late because their speed causes such an issue.
Yeah, this Coyote team does like to get out and run. We saw them utilize the counter to great success the first time we had them against Ellsworth this year, scoring 6 goals in that matchup.
And they're really able to, when they get going, they're really able to turn the Jets on and leave a lot of players in the dust.
Looks like everything's been worked out with the card. Dumont with the run-up on the free kick sends this one down into the 18-yard box and over everybody's head out of play at the back for a goal kick. Tonight's coverage brought to you in part by Northeast Driving School. They have been the leader in driver training since 1969. You can register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Great setting here tonight in Old Town for soccer.
Beautiful.
A little bit of chill in the air, but just enough to keep it comfortable.
It's one of those days where it was really warm during the day, and as soon as it starts to get dark, you're like, oh, I should have packed a jacket.
You need a little cool-off as that long shot strikes the post, stays in play, a scramble at the back. Langley gets a hand to it. It's still loose. And now the senior keeper for the Wildcats able to come out and collect the loose ball.
And you love that aggression. That's a 30-yard shot there from Karina Dumont off the bottom of the post, kicks back towards Old Town, and then they make another run at it from the corner, just trying to get the ball in, but they end up put a shot on net. And, yeah, great chance there for the Coyotes.
Garrett Crochet really showing why I have full faith in him. First 2 Yankees have reached tonight. Back-to-back base runners here to begin the bottom of the first inning. Goldschmidt and Judge aboard, nobody out, and only 4 pitches from the left arm of the Sox ace. Dumont with an interception and then smacks it down the field. Madden gave chase, but 4 white shirts back there to deal with.
And you really haven't, we said Olivia Lazat's name, I feel like, all game in that Ellsworth one. She had a couple chances down this near sideline to us. You'd like to see her get the ball because when she gets the ball, good things happen for this team all over.
Yeah, she set up the first couple of goals in that Ellsworth contest and then responded by scoring 3 in a row, I believe, right, to get the hat trick.
That's great defense there by Libby Saucier to keep points out of having any type of shot at the ball there.
Yeah, trying to jump onto the ball. Peyton was one of the 4 goal scorers, one of the 4 different goal scorers for the Wildcats in their win over Old Town back on September 13th. Popped up in the air here by Old Town, back to the midfield. Lazat with the ball at her feet. Haven't had a chance to call her name out too many times tonight.
Yeah, she turned there and immediately tried to find Dumont streaking downfield, but it was a good play by 22 of Presque, Marion Young, to get it back going towards White.
Yeah, Young, a strong defender at the back for the Wildcats, one of the senior captains. As Crochet picks up his first K, sitting down Cody Bellinger with a high heater.
A bit of a resurgence this season from Bellinger, too.
Yeah, he had a good year. Almost 100 RBIs, I think 29 homers in the middle of that Yankee lineup. Hoping that he has a very, very bad series here.
Very mild postseason, yeah. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come.
Very rough couple of games.
That strikeout.
Back and forth with the teams jockeying for possession in the midfield. Now Dumont sends it ahead for Lazat. Lazat, a little stutter step to try to get around her defender, playing in the cross. Presque, all they could do was a one-touch clearance. It's back with Lazat. Again, a cross in, just missing the intended target. Old Town trying to scramble to get a chance here, and it's played in and collected off the bounce by Langley. I believe that was Reinzo with that last effort for the Coyotes.
And those are the things that Olivia Lizotte brings to this team. I mean, you can see her slow up a little bit, stutter step, and fake like she was going to cross, because we saw her go for that cross twice today and just blew by her defender, then went to the cross, made a bullet pass there that was almost resulted in the first goal of the game. Here she is again.
Another chance down here. Lizotte trying to go for placement there at the near post, and Langley sprawl into the grass for her 4th save.
Yeah, went for the finesse move there and tried to just get it past Langley, but another good save from Langley, which is probably showing why Presque, only 1 goal given up against a team 0 goals given up against teams not named Herman in their last 4 games. A lot of that due to the defense in Langley. Nice move by Dumont.
Seems like Old Town now has taken over momentum here as Dumont back on the ball, a little give and go. Through the midfield, trying to switch the play, but that gets deflected up in the air and allows the Wildcats to jump onto it around the 45-yard line. Garrett Crochet gets out of the first inning with a little tailor-made 6-4-3 double play in the Bronx. So much for those back-to-back base runners to begin the inning. A strikeout followed by a double play. No harm, and he's through the middle of the Yankees order.
Good to hear. Stanton's probably an easy double play.
Oh, yeah, he's not getting down that line too swiftly. Out of play at the back.
He wouldn't fare well out here chasing these Coyotes around the field.
No, he would not. Be a little stiff around the pitch with Giancarlo. Got to send you off to a picture-in-picture break here in just a couple of moments. First, we'll watch the Coyotes play this one out from the back. I'll let you know about Praise Auto Sales as well, one of our presenting sponsors on Ticket TV. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise Auto Sales on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day, no waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. With that, let's send you off to that first picture-in-picture break, keeping an eye right here on the action at Victory Field. And back with the commentary in just a few moments on Ticket TV.
All right, let's check out the Kubota lineup, coached by Doors Equipment in Bangor.
Wow, that's a beast right there.
Yeah, and this bruiser can really move the pile.
The field doesn't stand a chance.
Uh-oh, the other team's looking orange with envy.
You mean green with envy?
No, orange is in Kubota orange, built to mow down the competition.
And with Doors Equipment coaching this crew, I feel bad for the other team.
Better luck next year, boys.
Making the competition orange with envy. Doors Equipment, Bangor.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Hi, I'm Steve Prey. My father built Prey's Auto Sales on trust, integrity, and dependability. Today, we work hard to carry on those same qualities. Prey's Auto Sales has now grown to 2 locations, which gives you a bigger and better selection to choose from. We have a wonderful service department. They really thoroughly examine every vehicle before we sell it and also maintain your vehicle after the sale. Our financing department works with banks, local credit unions, and alternative financing to help you get in the vehicle of your choice. At Prey's Auto Sales, you don't have to wait for a sale. We offer every day guaranteed lowest price. We really are an extended family of grandparents, parents, kids. Come on out and see us and you'll see why we've been in business for 40 years. Plus, we do free appraisals. Prey's Auto Sales, out of Broadway, Bangor.
Back here at Victory Field and back from a break in which both teams had chances while we were away, Tyler. Down at one end, it was Peyton Boyens, for the Wildcats, whacking away at it, just trying to get it through the bodies. And at the other end, a turn and a shot from distance by Dumont, but putting it right into the chest of Langley, who had to make her 5th save of the game.
Yeah, 2 great chances for this team while we were away on break. I think it was Boynsk and Astra Layton, number 18, or Lafton 18 there, that were both involved. That was a good old hockey scrum that Presque had. And for Old Town, Karina Dumont able to force a turnover around the 25-yard line, turned and fired, but another save.
Here comes the entry by the Coyotes, their second corner of the night over everybody's head, collected on the other side of the pitch and poked out a play by the Wildcats. Mid-second up in the Bronx after the Red Sox go quickly in order in the top of the second. This one played deep and wide of the goal. This broadcast is brought to you by Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Main Trailer has you covered in Hamden and in Auburn. We're also brought to you by Dairy Queen. The new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat, or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Menu Treat before autumn's over. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and in Bangor.
Another great defensive play there by Libby Saucier from Old Town. Boynsk showing off the speed, streaking down the sideline, but Saucier able to step up and send it back to the green. And here comes Lazat.
Here she is, down here in space, playing in a first-time cross again, just behind the intended target in the midfield. Old Town trying to keep it alive at the back, and Langley will watch that one roll out of play.
Yeah, good move there by Lazat. She realized she really didn't have the angle of attack, went to cross it, but it looked like her teammate just barely overrunning that by maybe a half an inch, half a foot.
Wildcats taking this one out with a defender. First making a substitution along the far side of the field beyond the midway point of this first half at Victory Field. Still looking for the game's first goal. 6 goals were scored the first time these two teams met. A 4-2 victory for Presque up in the county. Bring the kids to Uno's in Bangor for pumpkin decorating. A party on October 28th and 29th. Plus on October 28th, only kids eat free with each adult entree. Don't miss the fun, family fun at Uno's, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Boynsk trying to chase after this ball and keep it in the field of play, but unable to. Last touch by the Wildcats. Some shouts from the crowd saying it should be white ball, but the referees seeing it differently. Acadia Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Lazat trying to come down the near sideline for the Coyotes. Continuing the run, bending around the defender into the box. Cross comes in, redirection. Couldn't get it on goal, but a great opportunity for Old Town, led by Liv Lazat once more.
Yeah, they're getting closer and closer and closer, right? The first couple times the cross didn't connect. Now it connects, but they just missed the goal. I'm going to keep looking for that connection, too. Lazat down the sideline, beating her defender, and then creating for her teammates. That's what she's so good at.
This holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals bring the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait, book now. FlashMeMainPhotoBoothRentals.com as Langley has to deal with that ball at the back.
I can't believe that ball got through as far as it did, too. All the way to Langley. There were a lot of white shirts in the area.
Played forward into the midfield, but once again, it's the Coyotes jumping onto it there as they have taken back the run of play here. This game's kind of gone in 5-10 minute blocks where Presque will have a run of possession going down towards their end. Old Town will have a run of possession. Still in search of the first goal, though.
I think in a game like this, it might favor the Coyotes a little bit just because the speed that they have all across the board. They have it on the sidelines. They have it in the middle. Presque is quick. They've got some fast players. I just think the speed advantage that Old Town has is going to give them an advantage in a game that's played like this.
Coyotes resetting with the throw along the far sideline. Met first there by the Wildcats. Popped up into the air. Certainly not out of a dangerous position, though, and Old Town trying to jump back on. Players on the pitch along the far side, and a free kick is going to send it back the other way. No, it's going to be sending it this way in favor of the Wildcats. Autumn of Life Home Care is looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules with an office located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. Presque able to quickly get it down into their attacking end. The first attempted clearance was sent deep once more. Up in the Bronx, Garrett Crochet fanning Trent Grissom. I guess I should say down in the Bronx for his second strikeout of the night. 2 down in the bottom of the second. Scoreless between the Sox and the Yankees in Game 1 of that wild card series. There's a collision around the 35-yard line and a free kick going in favor of the Wildcats once more.
Yeah, that was a full-speed collision, too, there. It looked like a basketball play, you know, like a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander when you pull up a little too fast with a defender behind you.
That was a rear ending with one of the cars at a complete stop, yeah. Quarter of an hour remaining in this first half. We got to get you off to a couple more picture-in-picture breaks. Also show you the school profiles in between now and the half. So let's send you off to that first picture-in-picture break. And when we come back, the school profiles on Presque and Old Town right around the corner here on Ticket TV.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Condescade Road in Levant.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of work, you know, and everybody's got really busy lives, and for us, we love animals, and we like this idea of homesteading. I'm a high school English teacher, and I'm attending online courses at University of Maine. I was ready for that next step. I was ready to take on something new, and thinking about what that commute would look like kind of held me back. Having a university that's so flexible, that online learning ability has been wonderful, and I absolutely feel like I'm part of this UMaine community.
Fall into savings at
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, still scoreless in this Class B girls matchup between the Coyotes and the Wildcats. While we were away in the Bronx, bad news for the Red Sox, of all people, to jump Garrett Crochet and give the Yankees a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. Anthony Volpe, who was benched the last time the Yankees came to Fenway Park because he was just such a mess in the field that they couldn't allow him out there in a hostile environment, poking one out in that short porch and right off a Garrett Crochet fastball.
Oh, he messed in the field. He should join the Red Sox.
There you go.
Even though it's not errors doing him in.
Look at that. 8-9 rows deep. Probably traveled about 334 feet.
You don't need to swing too hard when you're facing Garrett Crochet.
No, and when you're taking aim at right field out at Yankee Stadium, so 1-0 Yankees, bottom of the second inning. 2 down there with Crochet trying to get it back to the Sox bats in the top of the third. Let's take a look at the school profiles here while we have a moment. Starting off with the visitors making the trip down from the county. Enrollment of 464. Mark White, the athletic director. David Bartlett is the principal. Did you know On August 11, 1978, the Double Eagle II launched from a field in Presque, becoming the first balloon to successfully cross the Atlantic Ocean. This historic flight is commemorated annually during the Crown of Maine Balloon Festival. So I knew about the latter part of that, didn't know exactly the genesis of why the Crown of Maine has the Hot Air Balloon Festival as part of it. Now you do. Coyotes with a chance here at the back, and Langley quickly jumping on the ball to stop that movement. I don't think I would ever be so bold as to try to cross the Atlantic in a balloon.
No.
With a ball of fire overhead, the
What
only
year was
thing
this?
keeping me in the air. It was a while ago.
Okay.
It was a while ago.
No coconut crabs around then.
Yeah, it was when people were a little more adventurous. Oh, okay.
wow,
It wasn't that long
not
ago,
that
Max.
Long ago. 1978.
Well,
thanks, Max.
We say not that long ago. I mean, that's half a century at this point.
Yeah, but in the grand,
In the grand scheme of things. You would think by 1978
One of my
they were
favorite
realizing,
lines to
like,
say, in the grand scheme of things,
we don't have to be floating over the Atlantic in a balloon.
We
There are
could
better means of transportation by now.
fly a plane.
Let's take a look at the Old Town profile here with the Coyotes trying to defend their end of the pitch. Boyns trying to turn onto the ball here and play across in. A chance for the Wildcats, but a redirection takes it to the back line and out of play. But it'll be a first corner of the game for Presque. We'll tell you about Old Town quickly. Enrollment 546. Jeremy Bousquet, the AD. Scott Gorin, the principal. Not too far from Old Town, the Suncays Meadows National Wildlife Refuge in Milford spans over 11,000 acres. It's Maine's second largest peatland. Cross comes in, Ketch gets a hand on it and just keeps it out of the net as the ball is cleared out of play. The Wildcats will still keep it down to this end, but nervy moments there in front of goal for Old Town. They needed every bit of Ketch's tall frame to keep that ball out. Headed out, and the Wildcats will have another throw here. 10.5 minutes remaining in the first half as they try to pepper the opportunities down at this end.
And this is where they're strong, right? Keeping the ball down on their end, peppering the goalie.
Whoa, look at
wearing
these
the team
changes.
out.
Line changes coming in for the Wildcats. 4 new players making their way back on the pitch before this latest throw from the senior captain, Marion Young.
Interesting.
Young looking for the long throw. She gets it to the edge of the box. Lizotte now trying to clear it up the pitch. She finds Madden up around midfield, but the Wildcats able to get a touch. Now the play along the far sideline, and Presque keeps the pressure going. Top third underway in New York with the Yankees in front of the Red Sox 1-0 on the strength of an Anthony Volpe home run. Cedon Rafaela leading things off, top 3. 9.5 minutes and counting remaining here in the first half at Victory Field in Old Town. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, try Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. That's where I got dinner last night, actually.
Great spot. Open late, too.
Oh, yeah. Always at the ready. Here's Lizotte across midfield, trying to find her way through the D and pick out a pass up the far sideline. And nice idea, but Presque had a defender waiting at the back to intercept.
Yeah, great footwork to immediately beat her defender, but great work by Presque to kind of have that one deep back there as the last resort defense.
Free safety kind of hanging out behind everything there to deal with that as Rafaela flies out to Aaron Judge to begin the third. Here comes Boynsk and the Wildcats in the other direction. Played into the midfield. A touch from Old Town and then put on goal, and Ketch having to go down to a knee to collect it. Just the second save that she's had to make in this first half. Well, I guess probably the third after that last cross was played in that she had to get her hands on. But
yeah, great move there by Presque. You know, the first read by Boynsk not there, so she spins around, stops, and crosses it, and they get a look at net, but another great save by Ketch. Both these goalies have been, you know, they haven't been counted on often yet this game, but when they have been, they've been there for the saves.
Yeah, when needed, they have been up to the task. Here's Old Town trying to mount another charge. That pass out in front of Dumont as she tries to win it back in the midfield.
A lot of great individual battles going on in this game, too.
There is, and a free kick here.
Dumont versus the captain Young right there. You've seen Lizotte down the sideline against some of the top defenders from Presque. It's been really fun to watch so far.
Chance for the Wildcats to play this one deep, although they're being told to back it up by about 15 yards to this side of midfield.
They were close.
Start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-thru and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and more at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. We're also brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experience-friendly staff. It's the Coach House. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. Seven minutes from the half here on Ticket TV. A reminder, at the half, we'll bring you the replays from the first 40 of action. We'll bring you plenty of updates on the Red Sox and Yankees, and a look at the broadcast schedule this week on 92.9 The Ticket, as well as Ticket TV. Nick Sogard, who everybody expected to be in the lineup for the first game of the playoffs back on opening day, is the first Red Sox player to get a hit in this postseason. No, that's a lie. The second after Alex Bregman. Second base runner of the day, but Nick Sogard in the lineup. Lizotte battling for possession in the box, and great defense down there by the Wildcats. Strong defending down at their end of the pitch.
That's Michaela Garrett right there. Again, another great individual battle, this time Presque taking the edge there.
Back to Nick Sogard, just not trying to do too much against the lefty Max Fried, getting a little fastball down and in and dumping it into left field for a one-out single in the third to flip the lineup over back to Rev Snyder. Here at Victory Field, good chance for the Coyotes with now less than 6 minutes remaining in the opening half. It's Lizotte standing over this free kick attempt, spotted just outside the box. You see the wall having to back up 10 yards away.
10 yards, and they were about 2 yards from her.
Lizotte playing it in. She goes for the cross. A little bit behind the action, but Old Town able to get on the ball. The Wildcats try to play a clearance, though it goes off of another Wildcat before getting out of the area. And now a challenge in the midfield, and players getting into it. Maybe even a little shove out there around the 45-yard line. Free kick in favor of the Coyotes.
Yeah, in a 0-0 game, it's a contact sport. You're going to expect a little bit of physicality, but nothing chippy. You know, physical, but not chippy yet. I haven't really seen anything that's like, ooh, that looked malintent.
Wildcats with an interception in the midfield, trying to send an attack down with 5 minutes remaining. Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman does repairs on all makes and models of cars, trucks, and SUVs with over 3 decades of experience. Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page. 2 down, top 3 in the Bronx. Nick Sogard tagging from first to second on a flyout to center field by Rob Rev Snyder to get into scoring position with 2 down. Cross played in here. Long ball by the Coyotes, but it's dealt with at the back. Presque now into the midfield with it. And up the far sideline, out of play into the Old Town bench. We do have to fit in one more picture-in-picture break here before the half. So let's do that now, and back with the commentary for the conclusion of the first 40 right after this on Ticket TV.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
They're running 4 steps.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, 70 seconds remaining in the first half. The Wildcats trying to send another attack down here at Ketch, who had a great catch. Pardon my lack of word choice there, but while we were away during that picture-in-picture, keeping the score line where it is at 0-0. Take another look here as the ball goes in, and she had to elevate first just to keep the ball out of the back of the net, and then to scoop it away from the charging Wildcat attacker. Olivia Ketch making some nice saves in this first half. She's only been called on about 4 times, but like we talked about a little earlier, Tyler, whether it's Ketch at one end, Langley at the other, they're not seeing consistent chances come their way, but they are collecting everything that does.
Yeah, and that's probably part of the reason their team's defenses have been so good as of late. You can be aggressive because you know you have that, that safety valve back there.
Dumont trying to line one up from distance. That caught the head of a Wildcat, Marion Young, who's down on the pitch. As play continues to the back, and Langley has to go down to the grass to collect it. Young now back to her field, just trying to...
Surprised they haven't blown a whistle.
Yeah, there's the whistle. It's the end of the first half, so 40 minutes off the board as Young makes her way off the pitch with the rest of the players over to the bench. Scoreless at the break here between Presque and Old Town on Ticket TV. Our coverage brought to you in part by Old Town Redemption Center, the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years, family owned and offer fast and accurate counts. Open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways at 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. We'll be right back here with the halftime show up next on Ticket TV.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $625. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18-month special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Welcome back to Old Town here on Ticket TV. We're at the half of this Class B girls soccer matchup between the Presque Wildcats and the Old Town Coyotes. We welcome you into the Furniture Gallery halftime show here on Ticket TV, and we start things off with a look at our fan cam. First, I'll tell you about the Furniture Gallery, though, with exciting news for Midcoast, Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, is opening its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Windham, their team is ready to provide Topsom the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value they can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better at the Furniture Gallery. Mentioned the University of Maine fan cam there. There you see a shot of the fans in attendance here at Victory Field tonight. Maine football scoring their first win of the season on Saturday, 37-30 over North Carolina A&T. The Black Bears now hit the road for the next couple at Bryan and at Merrimack before making their way back to Orono. If you want University of Maine tickets, go to goblackbears.com/tickets. All right, let's get the action underway in this halftime show with a look at the first half replays. No goals to be had in the first 40. First half highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Back when the sun was still out here at Victory Field in the early portion of this game, Liv Lizotte peppering the Presque Isle goal, but Colby Langley with a big first half there. She had a handful of saves. We'll get to the game recap in just a moment after a look at these highlights. Chance here for Presque Isle, but a nice save by Ketch. Throwing the body at the ball, and then Coyotes forming a wall along that back line defensively. Here again, this is while we were in that picture-in-picture break, Tyler. We mentioned that Presque Isle was just swinging away at it, but all the traffic down in the box was standing in the way.
We've kind of got a feel for how these teams want to play, right? Presque Isle wants to get the ball in their end, keep it there, kind of wear you out, get their chances that way. Old Town is fast. They're going to use their speed to flip the field, create disadvantages. Olivia Lizotte is wonderful with her footwork. She can get past defenders one-on-one and create advantages that way, but they're going to create their advantages in the moment. You know, they're not going to keep it on this side of the 50 and wear you down like a tough hockey team like Presque Isle kind of wants to do. So it should be an interesting second half. Two different styles of play. Which style is going to win out?
Coverage here on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. We're also brought to you by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer. Proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. First half recap. It was 5 saves made by Colby Langley in net for the Wildcats. They only had one corner in the first half. Old Town had 2 attempts from the corner, and Ketch in goal, making 4 saves for the Coyotes. First half recap brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Let's take a quick look at the upcoming broadcast schedule. Busy week here on Ticket TV. The first of all kinds of games coming your way this week at 929theticket.com and on the Ticket app. Tomorrow night, we are right back here at Victory Field for the boys matchup between the Coyotes and the Wildcats. Thursday, we're over at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the Rams host Mount Blue for boys soccer at 6. Then a pair of games under the Friday night lights We'll have a crew at Victory Field right here. Busy week from up here in Old Town as the Coyotes host Hamden Academy on the Gridiron on Friday night. Coyotes coming off their first win last week, right, over MCI.
Yeah, old David Gross getting that win. Old Bucksport player, UMaine lineman from Orland coming up to Old Town. It's great to see what he's doing with the program. I got to give you props. I wouldn't be able to look at that Mount Blue logo and immediately say Mount Blue Cougars.
Well, you weren't,
maybe a year ago.
You weren't here when whenever it was, Saturday, Friday of last week, when I was staring at the logo and just asking repeatedly, Bangor's hosting someone. So we've already been through that. Now I know it's Mount Blue. We got it down.
That situation's already arisen, yeah.
We'll also have a crew up in Herman on Friday night. Kickoff there. The Hawks, one of the hottest teams around at 4-0.
You knew they were for real when they
There you go, Tyler. There's another.
I know that's Skowhegan. I can tell that one.
In front of us.
It's the orange. You got the S right there. Yeah, I know that one. I would have gone 7 for 8 on these.
I would not have gotten the Riverhawk there.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't.
I would have been thrown by Skowhegan.
It's the orange colors, and I know it's not Brewer.
We got a wrap here at the half. The Coyotes and the Wildcats scoreless on Ticket TV. The second 40 coming your way right around the corner.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Back here in Old Town for the start of the second half. It'll be the Coyotes with possession to get things underway. Mark Paulette, Tyler Cruz on the call with you here. Still in search of the game's first goal as the final second is off the clock. You hear the siren coming from the scoreboard, and we are ready to get this one underway once 40's put back up there on the board. Our coverage is brought to you by Orono and Calais IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orono IGA and Calais IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orono and Calais IGA is our hometown proud. Also brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home and style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them first, check them often. Do Green, sustainability always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Underway in the second half, also underway in the top of the fourth inning down in the Bronx, where there is 2 down quickly for the Red Sox at the dish, trailing 1-0 on an Anthony Volpe solo home run off of Garrett Crochet. Wildcats taking it all the way down into their attacking end, 18-yard box, as a shot is steered on goal there by Libby Greenlaw, I believe that was. Now that'd be 14 instead of 4. That was Brianna Burlock, sophomore out of the midfield. Once again, the Wildcats trying to jump onto it here down at this end of the pitch. Certainly been the aggressor in the opening minute of the second half, and they win a throw deep in the corner.
Yeah, and their goal, like I said, at the half, their goal is to try to keep this ball in that Old Town zone for as long as they can, try to get as many shots as they can, and kind of wear them down now that they have them in the zone.
Long throw played in here by the Wildcats, trying to pop it over the top. Old Town looking for the clearance, and now they get it, shooting it up towards the midfield.
Good seal there by Presque.
Over the top, catches there before any white shirts can get into the mix. Coverage here on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com.
This is a really good game between two teams that should look to play into November.
Yeah, two teams in the upper part of the standings here in the midseason. Old Town with a record of 4-2. The Wildcats at 5-2 entering play today. We mentioned off the top of the broadcast the recent run of forms for the schools too. Presque coming in off a pair of clean sheets, 7-0 over Caribou, 3-0 at Foxcroft Academy. Old Town coming in with wins of 6-1 over Ellsworth, 6-2 at Orono, and 8-0 at Caribou.
And if you even look early in the season, these guys have some common opponents. You know, like Presque lost to MDI. Old Town beat MDI. Presque beat Foxcroft. Old Town lost by 1 to Foxcroft. So, I mean, you look at that, and this is a very evenly matched game.
And of course, it was the Wildcats winning the first matchup up in the county, 4-2 back on September 13th against the Coyotes. There's a collision near the perimeter of that 18-yard box, but incidental contact, says the referee on all ends of it, and a goal kick.
Unlucky, they would call it.
That they would in this sport. Old Town trying to jump on possession in the midfield here, now able to do so. Dumont sending it ahead.
And she's been very key for them in terms of, you know, getting that possession in the midfield all season long.
Hard work across the far side of the pitch. The Wildcats keep it in play. Old Town, though, able to jump onto it and take over. Sending it deep.
It's a good ball by Dumont, but good defense by Presque. Get the body in front. Good fight here by Madden, though.
There is. Madden not giving up on that thing. And even better defense out of there to hold her off.
Another one of those individual battles that, you know, just has been great 50-50 today.
Nate Eaton, whoever spoke ill of him, bloop double with 2 down in the top of the 4th inning after a Carlos Narvaez walk, and all of a sudden the Sox runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 down in the top of the 4th against Freed. Good jammed with a fastball, came in off the label, off the hands, and just popped it right over the top of Goldschmidt at first base and down the right field line for Judge to have to run after. I believe it's Rafaela getting ready to stride to the... No, it's Duran dropping out of the 7-hole tonight, the one lefty in the lineup.
And he didn't play last time they faced Freed.
No, he did not. At the back there, dealt with by Langley. First time she's had to get her hands on the ball here in the second half after making 5 saves in the opening 40 minutes.
You're really back and forth here for the first 5 minutes of the second half.
Old Town trying to switch the field, I should say.
Good job by Dumont to keep it in.
I think that was actually Britta Hancock making her way over here. As that ball's played out and Dumont comes near side for the throw. Duran ahead in the count 2-0, and all of a sudden a little mound visit at the stadium. Maybe the home fans getting nervous here. Red Sox trying to mount a 2-out rally in the top of the 4th inning. Our coverage brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or watching, soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. A spillage along the far side of the field and a free kick coming up here for the Wildcats. A chance to play one into the area and have a chance at a set piece on goal. Looks like the ball is spotted just beyond, about 30 yards out, in between 30 and 35 out from goal. Duran now ahead 3-0. And in the end, not all that threatening from the Wildcats.
Yeah, tried to set it in as close as they could, but that's a fine line you're playing if you don't have the angle, and that ball ends up behind the goal for a goal kick.
Just over 6 minutes off the clock here in the second half as the Coyotes put that one out of play directly into the Wildcat bench. So another opportunity for Presque to keep the pressure down at this end of the pitch.
And that's where it's going to stay.
Resetting here for another throw. The count is run full on Jaron Duran. Watching a couple strikes go through. 3 and 2. 2 on, 2 down in the top of the fourth with the Red Sox trailing 1-0 in the Bronx. Max Fried sitting on 60 pitches so far. That is certainly goal number 1. Get into the middle of that Yankees bullpen. Once again, a Presque throw coming.
Fried strikes Duran out.
Yeah, chased one upstairs there. Got ahead 3-0 and then watched 2 strikes through. Swang at the third and chased it as well.
There's a silver lining. It was a 24-pitch inning for Fried.
Yeah, made him work there. Up to 61 now through 3.5, but the Yankees in front where it counts on an Anthony Volpe home run. Lizotte plays this one forward, trying to get it up to Madden at the top of the formation. Dumont deflects that one.
And you really haven't seen him work it to the side to Lizotte yet this half, where she can get one-on-one with a defender and kind of make things happen. We saw that a few times in the first half, and that's where their best chances came from, but you haven't seen that yet this half. Great defense by Presque to kind of keep her not only away from the ball, but out of that comfort position for her.
Wildcats trying to work it back across midfield, but the Coyote back line not allowing it to do so. Lizotte on the ball here, playing in a quick cross, trying to find a teammate at the back post, and just unable to get the angle down. The Coyotes that close to the game's first goal. I believe that was Britta Hancock, right? Number 17 flying in here at the backside. Let's take another look at it.
The combination of her and it looked like Madden there. Yeah.
Tight
Those
angle.
two both in front of the net just could not connect. That was a great chance for Old Town again, set up by going down the sideline. They're going to get one of those. They are so close to, on that same set too, with Lizotte beating someone, sending the cross in, finding the mismatch. They are right there.
Presque taking the free kick up to free kick up towards the midfield area. The Wildcats waiting to make a double substitution at the next stoppage. 9 minutes off the board here in half number 2. Show you a look at the upcoming live events this week on 92.9 The Ticket in just a moment. Red Sox, Yankees baseball tonight and tomorrow. We know that for certain. 6 o'clock first pitches both nights, 5 o'clock pre-games. And then on Thursday, we'll see what's going on. Is that series still taking place? Is it still happening at 6 o'clock? A lot of things that need to be settled there before we get to Thursday afternoon, or just some Thursday night football if there's no baseball for you, with coverage beginning at 7:30.
Get to watch Puka Nakua run wild for my fantasy team.
There you go. For over 30 years, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning has been Bangor's best. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. Also brought to you by Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007, with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Dumont sends it deep from the midfield.
A little too much muscle on it.
Just too much, as Hancock was trying to give chase down the wing, and I believe that was Madden going up the middle of the action.
I do want to point out Marion Young is out there for Presque after taking that ball to the head at the end of the first half, so that's a good sign for her.
Certainly encouraging there for the Wildcats.
That's a great ball.
Trying to fit it through in the direction of Hancock and just out of her reach. I believe the arm was up here by the near side referee, so would have been offsides had the Coyote got a toe to it.
Neither team really to get out to an advantage. We've seen runs from both teams. We've seen opportunities from both teams. But from watching this game, I can't tell you that one team has been better than the other. I can't tell you that one team has been, closer to breaking this away than the other. It's really just been back and forth, dead even, 50-50.
Don't forget to start your weekdays the right way with the morning roast. My broadcast partner, Tyler Cruz, is facing an early wake-up call to be part of the crew tomorrow morning in the Greenway Equipment Studios. And Matt Cunha down in the truck, of course. How can I forget about Mr. Cunha? So we got 67% of the show here working late night with us on Ticket TV.
Yeah, you're outnumbered.
It's all right. I'll be nice and cozy tucked in while you guys are battling the roast tomorrow morning.
I'll have my PJs on by 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes, you will. That's how you get back at me. Throw here coming up for the Coyotes. Of course, I should mention the drive brings you home most days 4 to 6, except for the middle of this week with the Red Sox and Yankees 6 p.m. start time. So we take you up to 5:03 when we ship it off to the pregame.
Just a little extra pregame. I listened to you and Aaron today talk shop about the Red Sox.
A little pregame for you. 63-minute table setter. Corner here for the Coyotes. It's their third of the game. Right-footed delivery played in, meeting bodies in the box, and then a clearance out of there. Coyotes
that was, I believe, Libby Greenwald. Looked like a single-digit number out there that was able to kick that one out.
And then the Coyotes called for the offsides as they tried to reset and reload on the attack.
That's one of the disadvantages of having so much speed, right? Like, you can break off and beat them. You just got to be a little bit patient because when you start taking off, they are fast. So, I mean, Old Town, you're fast. Just have that half second of patience before you start breaking, and they'll have a lot of opportunities.
Almost 13 minutes off the clock here in the second half. 53 for the game, still in search of the first goal. Once again, there were 6 goals scored the first time these two teams met, including 4 in the second half. Played deep there, and Langley outside of the post, grabbing it out of the air. Taylor Madden, Liv Lizotte had the 2 goals for the Coyotes. 4 different goal scorers for Presque Isle in that first meeting this year. Emily Collins, Anna Marie Blanchard, Peyton Boynsk, and Lucy Cheney. Here comes a Wildcat advance for the first time in this second half, but poked out of play.
Looked like junior midfielder Emily Collins there trying to take that one up the sideline. Good defense by Old Town to get it out, retain possession.
Coyotes jumping back onto the ball in the midfield. Trying to play one over the top.
It's a good ball by Dumont.
That's Lizotte down there with it at her feet. And shielded from it, but she gets around the defender. In the box, trying to slip a pass through, and the ball ends up in the back of the net. Have to take another look to see who got the deflection.
That was Madden.
But the Coyotes are scrambling to Taylor Madden to celebrate her goal, the first tonight here at Victory Field. Madden sweeps it in with the left foot. As calm as you'd like.
Just a little lefty chip shot, and she waited a long time on the pass, did Olivia Lizotte. I didn't know if she was going to look for her own shot that time. She sent the pass at the very last second, no one expecting it but Madden, able to just chip the left foot right over the goalie's head, who I think was standing a little flat-footed there, not really expecting, knowing what was going on, because Lizotte just so good with the footwork, so good at hiding her next move. It was a great move to get around her defender and set up her teammate for the open goal.
26:09 remaining in this second half as the first goal of the game is scored by Taylor Madden. She now makes it 2 this year against the Wildcats, and the Coyotes looking for a little revenge off that loss up in the county back on the 13th.
And it's been her and Hancock, Britta Hancock, with a lot of those opportunities just because that's the position they're in on the cross from Lizotte. Great positioning there by Madden, and great job to capitalize on the opportunity that you have. They've had those opportunities. Great job by Madden on connecting.
Yeah, we've certainly seen it coming throughout the course of the game, whether Old Town has a run of possession or the Wildcats have a run of possession. That combination that you're talking about there, how many times tonight have you said, man, Liv Lizotte is getting real close on these crosses. She's dialing it in. All right, she's connected with the player. They're getting closer, and then finally you see that one inch perfect swept into the back of the net.
That's great aggression there by Lizotte, too, trying to add a second.
Coyotes looking.
And we can't forget about the ball by Karina Dumont, too, to set up that Liv Lizotte goal.
Coyotes trying to carry it out of the defensive area there.
Great footwork by Britta Hancock to get it as far as she did.
Yeah, she's had an active second half on this near wing, both offensively and defensively, as Presque Isle tries to get it up ahead to Boynsk.
Good defense there by Lucy Vilo. Chasing that one down. Boynsk, a very fast player.
AM Construction and Roofing protects your home from the top down. Serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project through the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for your free quote. Out of play here to the Coyotes. Top of the 5 just getting underway in the Bronx with Cedon Raffaello leading things off, and the Red Sox trailing the Yankees 1-0 on an Anthony Volpe solo home run off of Garrett Crochet. Max Fried so far 4 scoreless innings and getting a lot of wild swings and misses out of the Red Sox.
Yeah, this is very new to a lot of the Red Sox players, so you've seen a lot of swing happiness here.
Very new to all of them, not named Alex Bregman in that lineup, right?
Yeah.
All of them.
I mean, you look around the roster, it's Bregman, Chapman.
Yeah, the guys that have been there before. Another chance here for the Wildcats, throwing one in, but Old Town, the first to meet it. That ball never goes out of play.
Yeah, and that's home field advantage.
Oh, look at this cross. It nearly turned into a perfect setup for the Wildcats at the back post, but just unable to redirect it into the back of the goal and catch napping. Nearly there for Presque.
Caught us napping.
As that was Carolyn Buck at the back. Carlin Buck, excuse me. Golden opportunity for the Wildcats to level the score at 1.
And they were standing around playing the white line instead of the pink as the out-of-bounds line. They end up getting possession back and sending a perfect pass in, one-on-one chance, just could not connect.
Looks like the Wildcats have a jolt from it, though, as they're right back down in shooting position, and Old Town having to scramble to get it out.
One break away from tying this game up.
23 minutes remaining as this ball is tossed back in. Coverage on Ticket TV, also brought to you by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. Ticket TV brought to you by Hillside Athletics, where they're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment and training packages. Throw in met by the front line of defenders, and now the Coyotes trying to sprint the other way down the length of the pitch with it.
There's Lazat in the point guard role.
Yeah, wrong end of a 3-on-4 break, and it's intercepted by the Wildcats and cleared back over midfield. We got a whistle down there, and the Coyotes trying to make a substitution here before the ball is brought back in. While we have a moment, let's show you the upcoming schedules for these two teams, starting off with the visitors from Presque. They have a trip, or back to the county, I should say. They're hosting Ellsworth coming up this Saturday, and then a trip down to Herman coming up next Wednesday. As for the Coyotes, the road in front features a trip to Herman coming up on Friday night, followed by a home match against Orono the following Friday.
That's a crosstown rivalry. That's some Friday night football right there. 6 p.m. under the lights over there. Good atmosphere.
A couple of substitutions being made by the Wildcats right now. 21 minutes remaining here. We got to get ready to send you off to a picture-in-picture break, and we'll do that right now on Ticket TV. Myself and Tyler back with the call in just a few moments after this message from our sponsors.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Get Luked, get sold. with Next Home Experience.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, approaching 19 minutes remaining tonight. And another opportunity for the Wildcats, scooped up by Ketch at the back.
Yeah, Boyne's trying to make it all happen herself there. And good player, way to get a shot off, but you need a little bit more ball movement, I think, if you're going to break one open for Presque.
Here's a chance here for the Coyotes. Cross knocked down by the Wildcats. Good defending there at the back to deny, at least initially.
I believe that was Marion Young.
And a little bit of a shove there, and a free kick is going to go the way of Presque. The Fitch Company is where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at thefitchcompany.com. Down in the Bronx, 0-2 on Trevor Story, 2 down, top 5 after Rev Snyder worked a 2-out walk. Coyotes trying to play in across. This one winds up behind the back of the goal here, and it'll be a goal kick.
Good battle there. I think it was 16, Lucy Villot going up against 13, Anna Maria Blanchard for Presque, and that's just a good one-on-one battle. We've seen them all game.
Back into the midfield. Trevor Story coming up with an infield single. Volpe couldn't get it out of the glove. Deep in the shortstop hole. Back-to-back base runners for the Red Sox with 2 outs for a second consecutive inning as Ketch hauls in a looper coming over the top of the defense.
And I missed the crossing attempt there on who was looking. But they were looking for Boynsky. It looked like in the middle, and Ketch able to pop up and snag it. I think it was Carolyn Buck.
Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales is the home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Another chance for the Coyotes. Played back to Madden. And then dispossessed. Actually, that might have been Villieu. I'm getting my 18s and 16s here.
It's tough sometimes.
It's getting to the time of night where the 6 and the 8 looks like it's blending together a little bit, coming off the reflection from the lights.
That's a good job by Old Town to set up an opportunity, but that window shut very quickly due to the Presque Isle defense coming up and making a great play there.
All right, Breggy, let's see what you can do. 2 on, 2 out in New York. He's down 0-1 in the count to Max Fried, who's up to 78 pitches here in the top of the 5th inning. Our coverage also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty. For all your plumbing needs, it's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. Chopper to third, and that will end the inning. Sox strand 2 for the second inning in a row, and they trail at 1-0 after 4.5. Halfway done of Game 1 in the Bronx. Back here at Victory Field, no quit there from Boynsk following that ball all the way down into the Wildcat attack again and forcing an Old Town throw deep down in that corner.
And that Old Town player is going to be the one going to get it.
Going all the way down into the dark corner here beyond the stretches of the lights at Victory Field. You know, for the Coyotes, it's a few precious seconds coming off the clock as you're trying to make your way here towards a clean sheet victory.
It's nice to have that advantage.
Out of play here to the Wildcats. Madison Oaks looking to take the throw. First, a couple substitutions being made by Presque Isle along the far side. For home-style cooking, just like Mom makes it, it's the Farmer's Table at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. Brought back in play, left by Presque Isle down in the corner, and a goal kick for the Coyotes. Knowlton Automotive is a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center. Family-owned and operated, Knowlton Auto provides guaranteed service at a fair price. 3297 Broadway in Kentuskig or at knowltonautomotive.net. You can stop by American-made home goods at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor in the Rennie's Plaza to explore their incredible selection of USA-made products. AMHG Works, where American Made matters. Once again, the Wildcats jumping on the ball down there in the box, trying to play it off the legs, it looked like, of the Coyote defender. Strong defense from Old Town, but here in shooting position for the Wildcats, and that one is wide right.
Just got under it a little bit.
If you're hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center. The Back Alley, where good times roll, and so do the bowling balls. Find them at 15 Hildreth Street in Bangor, or online at backalleyrestaurant.com. And RT Electrical has you covered from new construction to remodels. They do it all. Owner Ryan Turbo is licensed and fully insured. He's a master electrician ready to take on your residential or commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV charges. Like RT Electrical on Facebook, or call 694-1564 today. Lazat with an interception in the midfield, playing it up the pitch and picking out a teammate. Old Town gets a cross in, but couldn't pick out the right one as that winds up behind the goal for a goal kick. A reminder of where you can find Ticket TV on social media. All our handles out there at 929 The Ticket on Twitter, X, whatever you're calling it these days. 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram. 13 minutes remaining here at Victory Field with the Coyotes trying to see through a clean sheet victory over the Wildcats.
This is just sound played game by both teams.
A little different from their last time out against a county opponent, which was an 8-0 victory up in Caribou on Saturday. The zero column still the same for the Coyote defense. A little tougher work offensively tonight.
That's been the strong suit, I think, on this hot streak for them, has been that defense. That's not a weak Ellsworth team that they beat 6-1. That's not a weak Orono team that they beat 6-2. Like their defense has really been shining for them, and when that happens, and when you can, have that defensive momentum for you, that's going to set up your offense. You're going to create turnovers. You're going to send those long balls down
just
to your
like
speedy
this
forwards. It creates so many opportunities.
Langley on the end of this one for the Wildcats. Catch at the other end, getting her sixth save of the game. And down in New York, Garrett Crochet gets Trent Grisham swinging to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. Anthony Volpe, the difference in that game right now at the plate. His solo home run, the only run on the board so far down in the Bronx. Dumont sends it deep for Madden to chase after, but that goes out of play at the back. 11.5 minutes remaining for the Wildcats to rally and find a tying goal. Auto Radiator Services has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years. For general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters, call 942-4554 or stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. Mainstay Skincare is where you want to stop in if you want to look and feel your best. At Mainstay Skincare, Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare, where the science of beauty is perfected. Coming up after the game, we'll have post-game highlights, a recap of the action here from Victory Field, play of the game, player of the game, as well as a look ahead as at what's coming up this week at 929theticket.com and on the airwaves of 92.9 The Ticket, main sports leader.
You want a little bit of urgency over here if you're Presque. I know it's only a one-goal game, and you can get that in about 30 seconds, but got a lot of time wasting off the clock here.
Creeping down towards 10 minutes remaining as we get ready for a Coyote throw. If you're looking for trucks or heavy equipment, Hildreth Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers to bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators, they buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit HildrethStreetAuto.com today. Kelly Buckwalter with the throw for the Coyotes, and doing it again here after it's put out of play.
I think you're just okay doing it again, too, if you're Old Town.
They are A-okay with taking any free second off the clock that they're given.
That's where strategy comes into play.
Played back here to Buckwalter. She puts one over the top of the defense. Actually turns into a nice pass across and just out in front. Was that Lazat at the back post?
That was. It was Renzo looking for it, too, number one. Able to get possession off that bounce and send the cross in. I think it was just put a little too much meat on that and went out of bounds, just out of reach of Lazat. That was a great move there. Great opportunity.
Crochet gets a little revenge, getting Anthony Volpe to strike out swinging for the second out of the bottom of the fifth inning. 77 pitches here, so nowhere near the finish line yet for the Red Sox ace. Dumont in the midfield, sending one up the pitch and off the backside of Renzo. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser, Maniac Snack Shack, and Sniffin' Snack, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds.
8:30 left to go.
Over the top and collected at the back. You hear some shouts from the Presque faithful that's made the trip down. Wanting their team to get in motion here with 8 minutes remaining.
It's going to be a white throw at midfield. You'd love to get this one down there and kind of just try and pin them and try and do what you did at the beginning of the half, which was get the ball on your end, keep it there, and try and break them down. Old Town just really fast. Like, they are a really perfect counter to that style of play, that speed that they have.
They are using it here in the second half. Another throw coming up for the Wildcats in front of their own bench. Crochet gets Austin Wells looking, back-to-back punch-outs to begin the bottom of the fifth, actually to end the bottom of the fifth, I should say. To the second and the third batters there, Volpe and Wells, and it's off to the sixth inning, game one down in the Bronx with the Sox trailing 1-0.
That's a good cross there, but good defense by, look like 24 from Old Town. That's Carly Buckwalker to get that one out. She's had a great day on the defensive end.
Coyotes here streaking up the field, all kinds of room running through the midfield.
It's that speed that just it lets them flip the field so fast.
Trying to play it outside and just a little behind the intended target there, allowing Presque to clear it up towards midfield, but that's where the Coyotes will take back possession via the throw.
When you're a team that's used to grinding out goals like Presque is, it's not easy to chase Old Town around the field all night and then try and get back to that style of play. That style of play takes a lot out of you in the first place.
From Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop by 878 Sweet Bee, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor, and pile on the fun with Froyo from ice cream and all your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win. Also brought to you by Union Street Towing. For over 40 years, they've been serving the greater Bangor area, featuring tow trucks, flatbed towing. I'm losing my syllables at this hour. Tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. Can't be losing it already. It's the beginning of the week, not the end of the week.
It's been a long day. Tuesdays are always tough.
6 minutes remaining here in Victory Field. Coyotes trying to see through their fifth victory of the season. 6 minutes for the Wildcats to find an equalizer and try to extend this one.
Just over 5 to go, too. You are in no rush if you're Old Town. You'd love to get another, and then it really puts it away, really puts the pressure on Presque, but you are content just kind of keeping this on your zone.
Nice attempted give and go there by the Coyotes, but the ball makes its way out of play. As it does, let's get ready to send you off to our final picture-in-picture break of the contest. Tyler and I back for the conclusion of the call on Ticket TV right after this.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
Back here at Victory Field, nervous moment there for the home crowd as Presque. Opportunity to play in the corner, but Old Town was up to the task to sweep it out of the area.
Yeah, it was
a 4 minutes remaining here, Tyler.
Big corner kick right there for Presque, and great defense by Old Town. I mean, they sent the whole house there. They had one back for Presque. Old Town able to get it out. Yeah, that's 21, Emily Hallett. It looked like she kind of took the ball off of the chin mouth area there up there when Old Town was trying to clear it.
Yeah, there were a couple calls to stop the clock, stop the run of play there to have her checked out as the Wildcats make a substitution. 3:41 remaining in the game with the clock stopped.
Besides halftime, that's the third clock stoppage of the game so far. This has been a quick one. 7:35 at a 6 o'clock start.
Thrown back in with the Wildcats trying to get on it. Old Town trying to send it the other side of midfield. If you've got a craving, try Sweet Cheeks 24-Hour Bakery. They've got you covered. Open in Holden, Verona Island, Ellsworth, and their newest location in Newport. And coming soon to Bucksport. From cookies to cupcakes, pies to pastries, your favorites are always ready. Visit sweetcheeksbakes.com or find them on Facebook. Old Town right now, they're in just not quite park the bus mode yet, but full scramble Team D mode, certainly.
Yeah, and you know that you have the speed to, break one off, flip the field, get it out of there if you need to. You just need to keep Presque out of the net. All the focus right now is on the defense.
All 10 green shirts on this side of midfield with the Wildcats advancing farther and farther down this near sideline. 2:45 and counting remaining in the game.
Everybody but Presque goalie on this side of the field now.
Thrown down in there towards the edge of the area. Presque trying to get a shot away, at least a look. Coyotes forming a green wall along the back line, and they clear that one out of play with 2.5 minutes remaining.
It is getting late. You have to be aggressive. But when you're there, you still have 3 minutes to go. You don't have to rush your decisions with the ball. You can take your time and go through your set. You have 2:20 to go.
Fired back in here by the Wildcats. Up in the air. Takes another deflection off towards the corner. Presque trying to get over there. Players on the pitch. Nothing, says the referee. Out of play. And it's a Wildcat corner, their third of the game, trying to get a look at an equalizer with 2 minutes remaining.
That is number 10 inserting the corner. That's Emily Collins with the right foot. We'll see what they draw up.
She scored in the first meeting between these two. Back on the 13th. That one nearly curled into the back corner. Old Town trying to see it out and across the boundary on the far side of the pitch, and they do so for a throw. Our coverage brought to you by Bucksport Hannaford. Support your local student athletes this fall at Hannaford Bucksport, where they're proud to cheer on their community teams and help make their seasons a success. Hannaford proud to be part of the community. Again, things getting close at the back for the Wildcats, but unable to find that final touch yet with 80 seconds remaining.
Sophomore Olivia Ketch playing like a fifth-year redshirt senior in net. She looks like she's got a lot of experience out there. I looked down at the roster sheet, was shocked to see the 10 next to her name the way she's been playing today.
Coyotes taking any second that's available to them. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with mainly audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just fuzzy dice. This ball is put back into play with 60 seconds and counting here at Victory Field. Wildcats trying to get onto the ball, trying to get an opportunity at an equalizer. Down in the corner. They get through a couple Coyote defenders. Still alive along the back line, not out of play yet.
It's a great effort by
Wildcats sweep it
Boyds.
into the middle, a shot through, and it's over the crossbar. Too tall and off the football goalpost. That close to leveling the game in the final 35 seconds.
And catches 6-something without having her arms outstretched, and I think that
goodness.
would have gotten over her if that would have been, that was so close. What a play by Peyton Boyds to keep that one alive, cross it, find the open player.
Can they get one more look at it? Old Town just trying to throw bodies in front of the ball right now. We're down to 12 seconds remaining.
And that
there's a
should do
big
it.
clearance for the Coyotes out of play along the far sidelines, and that is going to do it. Old Town sees through a hard-fought shutout victory. 1-0, the clean sheet tonight at Victory Field for the Coyotes over the Presque Wildcats as they jump off the bench to celebrate with their keeper.
Yeah, that is 4 in a row, and catch, what a game in net from her. What a second half from that Old Town offense. You knew they were going to break through. They had been so close all game. It was Olivia Lazat and Taylor Madden, the battery to score there, and just what an all-around great game from both teams. I think the Old Town defense and goalie really shined, kept this one 1-1, but Presque Isle played great, sound soccer. Old Town played great, sound soccer. This was a fun matchup. This was a November game in late September.
Coverage tonight has been presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. Also presented by Darlings in Bangor. They've got you covered for sales and service. Shop the new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Our coverage also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Don't go anywhere. We're back for the post-game show right after this on Ticket TV.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here at Victory Field, where the Coyotes have scored a 1-0 victory over the Presque Wildcats to improve their record to 5-2-0 this season, and it drops Presque to 5-3-0. These teams split the regular season matchups, with the Wildcats winning 4-2 up in the county back on September 13th. We welcome you into the McDonald's post-game show here on Ticket TV. Extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making the bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or just can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. Let's get the post-game show rolling, Tyler, with a look at the game highlights presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader.
Yeah, and this was a game where, both teams came into this one playing some of the best hockey of the season for them. In the middle of this hockey. Wow. Yeah, my mind is on, a couple Saturdays from now.
We've made a lot of hockey connections, though, because this was kind of a soccer game that resembled just a little stick and puck out there.
The play style, I don't know where that sport came from. But this was both of these teams playing some of their best soccer heading into this game, and that showed tonight early on, neck and neck. It was just kind of like a heavyweight prize fight between Old Town speed and Presque Isle's strength and strategy, and they almost had them a couple of times. Olivia Ketch with some great goals for Old Town, but the one that got it done was the same one that we said the last time we were here on the Old Town girls soccer game. It was Olivia Lizot. She had a great assist to her teammate Taylor Madden. This is still some first half highlights, but that was the there's still some first half highlights. That was kind of what the goal looked like, though. But it was a wonderful game all around, played by both teams. Very sound soccer, very, very fun to watch. It was a good watch for us up here in the booth.
Yeah, just have to wait for darkness to fall on these highlights to know that we're into the second half, where that goal came with 26:09 remaining. Lizot feeding it over to Madden for the game's only goal. And you mentioned Ketch in net. Had her down unofficially for 7 saves at the end of this one. A lot of pressure there in the last couple of minutes, too, from Presque Isle as they were throwing the all-out attack down at the Coyote goal.
Yeah, and they had that one that hit the bottom of the post on the field goal post. I don't know how close you can get to the crossbar where you still hit the bottom of the field goal post, but that is probably the closest miss you can come to. And then Lizot again on another great save. And this was just, this was a great game to watch for both of you. Great viewing. If anybody out there, you guys are in for a treat today. Here's the goal, too, by the way. Great move by Lizot. Great pass over to Madden. Just chips the right foot in there over the head of Colby Langley, and that would do it for all the scoring.
Perfect little lob shot, too, over the top of Langley there.
Yeah, she knew all she had to do was just get the left foot on it and get it over her head, and that's all she did.
Down in the Bronx, Red Sox trailing the Yankees 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. Scarra Crochet.
Two hard hit balls
hard,
in a row.
Though, yeah. A couple of hard hit outs there down in the Bronx. There's that
miss.
shot.
Yeah, right off the bottom of the goalpost. So close there. And Presque Isle was there all night. They had the opportunities, but catching the defense, they were there most of the night, and then a little bit of luck on their side for that one.
Once again, game recap. The lone goal belonging to Taylor Madden at 26:09 remaining in the second half. I had Ketch unofficially for 7 saves. Langley unofficially for 5 saves for the Wildcats. Both teams with 3 corner kicks over the course of this one. In the game recap, brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Coverage of Ticket TV is also presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, they've been Maine's auto detailing leader. You can renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, and feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Also presented by Northeast Driving School. They have been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Time now for the play of the game. Surprise, surprise, 1 goal on the scoreboard. I think we're dialing it back to 26:09 remaining for our play of the game. Lizot to Madden. The only goal up there tonight for the Coyotes.
Great move by Lizot to beat her defender and send it right into where only Madden could get it. And not only could she get it, but she also was able to control it and do something with it. She wasn't just sending it into her direction. She was setting her up for a shot. And we missed the first part of that, which was the hockey assist there for Karina Dumont, who sent it in from about the 45, 50-yard line all the way down to Lizot.
Play of the game presented by Quark Auto Group. Time now to award our player of the game. And this one, a clean sheet. We're giving it to the Coyote keeper, the sophomore Olivia Ketch. She was busy in there tonight, as I mentioned, unofficially with 7 saves, keeping this one scoreless for the Wildcats and a victory for the Coyotes.
Yeah, and that save right there, probably one of their best chances late in the first half. If they go into this half up 1-0, Old Town comes out playing a completely different style of game, and we're looking at a different result.
Player of the game presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar, taking your family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Garrett Crochet gets Aaron Judge swinging to end the 6th inning. Yankees, less hits than the Sox, 3-4, but on top on the scoreboard where it counts, kind of like Old Town, 1-0, thanks to an Anthony Volpe home run. Only a couple more housekeeping items here in the post-game show. Let's show you what's coming up this week on the airwaves of Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox and Yankees tonight, tomorrow, Thursday if needed, or Thursday night football. Lights are off at Victory Field. You didn't lose the connection. We're just in the dark now.
They're kicking us out.
Yeah, let's get ready to wrap this
Sweeping
one.
under the table.
Credit here where it's due. Tyler Cruz on the broadcast with me. Kim Mitchell, our camera crew of one. Max Pottle and Matt Cunha down in the truck.
Oh, there's an S before the Z in
There
my
is
name.
an S. You've been slighted an S on today's
Who
broadcast.
do I blame for that?
That would be our director, our graphics,
Max
and
is
our
great.
technical guy, Max Pottle, down in the truck. For everyone here on this Ticket TV crew in Old Town, I'm Mark Paulette saying so long. Coyotes over the Wildcats, 1-0 on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The